It's unlike the Forte. When you bring the audio back, it still retains the nicer qualities of the higher end piece of equipment that I have here. So I can kind of feel in some way that I'm taking the studio with me when I go.
It's Friday morning at Messe. I'm on the Allen & Heath booth looking at a mixing desk that I first saw earlier in the year, but then I had to sign a piece of paper to say that if I mentioned it I would be killed. But now we can talk about it without any risk of death, and Nicola here is going to take us through the features. This is a live sound digital console, and it has the option for remote control in various ways, so please give us a story.
Yeah, as you said, the secret is now unveiled. It's called Qu-16, rack-mountable digital mixer, so 19-inch rack-mountable, and it's a compact digital solution, 16 mono input channels, 3 stereo input channels, all with full processing, which means channel preamp, gate, parametric EQ, 4 bands, and compressor on all the channels, and delay. And we've got 4 mono auxiliaries available and 3 stereo auxiliaries, all of them with full processing as well. So on the mono auxiliaries we've got compressor and a graphic EQ, as well as the master left to right. On the stereo auxiliaries we've got a compressor and a parametric EQ, 4 bands again. The mixer comes with a nice set of features. Obviously, it takes much of the technology from the GLD and iLive range, so we've taken the very same effect, very same DSP code to make the audio quality as much close as possible to the iLive and GLD.
Okay, now of course remote control is very important with digital mixers, so what different options do you have with this one?
Remote control is all about being able to walk around the venue or on the stage and adjust and tweak your parameters. So we've got an iPad app which will be released at the same time of the product, and that gives you the ability to control all the key functions of mixing, like sense on faders, level control, pan, EQ, all of it. So for example, you can stand in front of a wedge monitor while tweaking the graphic EQ for it, and also looking at the RTA spectrum analyzer on that monitor.
Yeah. Now, notice on the other side of the booth you've also got a computer hooked up to this thing, so yes. What's all that about? Yeah,
that's one of the 2 options we give users for recording and playback. One is what we call Q-Drive. It's very innovative. It's the first time that a digital mixer has got this option on board. It's basically the ability to plug in a USB drive or a USB stick on the USB-A port on the front panel, and that gives you 18 tracks of multi-track recording straight into the drive. So no need to carry around a laptop or a complex recording setup. It's all straight into our standard USB drive.
So that's a big point if you want to record a live gig, of course.
It is, yeah. You can capture every gig every night, because obviously these drives are not very expensive anymore. The other option we've got, as you've mentioned, is an interface, a USB interface, which gives you a 22 by 22 USB interface into a Mac system. So you can record with Logic or Cubase or Pro Tools, your favorite DAW, and you can also use the MIDI over USB function, so you can assign your faders and switches to your DAW for remote control.
So that's pretty flexible. So obviously this is a fairly competitive section of the market now, so what is the cost going to be?
The cost is roughly €2,000. In the UK will be roughly £1,600. We're talking of estimated straight price for it. Yeah.
And if you want to use it with Wi-Fi, you have to buy a little router and plug that into the back?
Any standard Wi-Fi router, will do it, or access point. So there is a network port on the back for that purpose. There is also a Disney port on the back, which is our proprietary transport protocol. So if you want your inputs to be on the stage and not local on the mixer, you can run a Cat5 cable up to 120 meters long, and then use any of the GLD audio racks or stage boxes on the stage.
That's certainly worth knowing too. Well, all we need to know now is when you hope to be shipping.
Next month, May, we start shipping, so it's looking very promising. There's been a lot of interest here at the Messe. A lot of people coming to see the new mixer. So it's looking very promising.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.